Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is your Comic Center, and this is my latest Instocktrades graphic novel haul video. And I'd like to first of all thank you all for the great response on my previous video, which was a totally not comic book related video. It was some guitar solos that I've tried to learn over the last year from one of my favorite visual kei bands, the Gazette from Japan. So it's kind of J-rock. One of the things that has been with me from time to time in the last 10 years of my life. And I just want to share some of that with you guys. And yeah, who knows, maybe it'll pop up another kind of those videos in the future. But for now, we're gonna stay with the comic-centric videos and the latest books that I picked up. So here we go. Okay, so first out, we start off with the DC books, because probably most of you know that DC is my house when it comes to publishing books. And starting off with Scott Snyder's last Batman epic book. I think this is his third last Batman book now. That's Batman Last Night on Earth, a 3-issue miniseries collected within this. And I've read the preview pages, or what you can say about this. There was something on Newsarama where you could read the first 6 or 8 pages, I believe, of the first issue, and it left on kind of a cliffhanger, you could say, and it got me really excited for this. And it would be nice to have this in the collection to, whenever you would read Scott Snyder's Batman, you can go to this and read this as the last Batman story. Next up, we have a book that I didn't think that I would pick up in the beginning, just because it's a compilation of one-shot issues, and usually I would like a story-based, long-run kind of collection. But actually, this was pretty interesting once I looked at some review videos of it. And that is the DC Dark Multiverse, or the Tales from the DC Dark Multiverse. So this spins out of the DC Comics Metal event, which was kind of a Batman event also. And this, it's still in the shrink wrap, but I think you can see it takes on alternate takes on Nightfall, The Death of Superman, Black Knight, Infinite Crisis, and the Judas Contract. And all of those series I've read within their regular omnibus or deluxe size collection, so I know the original tales of all of those. So this is gonna have a darker twist on the epicentrum of all of those events, I guess. So that's interesting, and I don't have many books where I can just jump in then jump out, so this would be nice to have some of that with a simple one-shot issue book. And I think it actually collects the regular stories that they are picking up from the stories also as well. Of course not the whole story, but the main issue for that certain event. Enough talk about this. And then next up we have yet another Scott Snyder book, and that is the well-spoken of Justice League book. And this is still within the Rebirth era, I believe, or it's been a while since they actually named some of their books Rebirth, but it's still within the same timeline and everything as those horrible Brian Hitch books. But a revamp starting off from number 1 once again up to issue number 13, and then there's some Aquaman issues here as well, it looks like. And I'm gonna have an open mind for this. The artwork looks good, and I really promised myself not to jump on any new title series with new number 1s and everything, but with this video haul you're gonna see that I've broken that promise 3 or 4 times. But I'm excited for this. And yeah, Scott Snyder. Take it or leave it. Next up, Shame to say on this channel, but I actually picked up more Marvel books for this haul than DC books. I think this is the first time that has ever happened, actually. But yeah, there's a lot of books out there now, and a lot of well spoken of. I think this is a compilation of books that have been out for maybe even 6 months back now, but I'm just now catching up on them. And one of the titles that's been very, very well spoken of is the Immortal Hulk by Al Ewing, and I believe that is the writer, yes. And yeah, this collects the first 10 issues of the series, and one Avengers issue, it seems like. And yeah, I've just heard great things about this. I don't think I have a right to talk so much about the premise or not. I just walked in blind on this, actually, but it has gotten so many 5 stars out there, so I'm willing to take a chance with this. And it's a really nice Marvel-sized deluxe hardcover, and it goes very well next to all of those Spider-Mans, as you can see there. And yeah, optimistic. I can tell you that, I'm optimistic. And after Immortal Hulk, I think we have an even more well-spoken of title series, and that is Donny Cates' Venom. And this is the first hardcover collection, volume 1, of course, and I can't wait till they get out a second one, because there's gonna be an omnibus of a Absolute Carnage event that I've not read a single issue of. Actually, I haven't read anything new of Spider-Man ever since Spider-Man Life Story. So ever since Nick Spencer started writing that series, I haven't touched that series again, and unless they pick it up in another deluxe size or omnibus hardcover, I don't think I'll ever read it again. What Dan Slott made to that character was brilliant all the way until the end, in my opinion. So it's really hard for me to let go of that and let somebody else write Spider-Man right now. So the Spider-Man game was a good save for me there for a while. But all in all, Venom. Can't wait to read this, and gorgeous artwork by Ryan Stegman within this one, which I remember drew a lot for the first 4 or 5 issues of the Superior Spider-Man run by Dan Slott. Then we have one of the most craziest releases this year, I believe, or at least around all the issues that was published from Marvel, and that is the House of X, Power of X series, collected in this deluxe-sized hardcover. Oh, that's really nice, red on red. Maybe I should have thought about that and maybe made it white here, but who am I to say how they should publish their books? Yeah, optimistic about this. I'm right now rereading the Hickvengers Omnibuy, volumes 1 and 2, and it's great, awesome. I'm gonna read Secret Wars, and then I'm gonna start reading my X-Men books. And as I've heard, this should be a really good jumping on point, whether you're very well educated into the X-Men universe standards and everything and stories. And I'm not. I'm educated by the movies, damn shame, and the 90s animated series. That is pretty much what I picked up, unless you count the 2 anime series that they made about Wolverine and then the X-Men. But Jonathan Hickman on X-Men, excited for this and greatly optimistic about it. And I have actually one more X-Men book to show you. And that X-Men book is the Astonishing XMen Omnibus by Joss Whedon and John Cassaday. I own this in the 2 volumes deluxe edition sized, so it's the same size actually, but it's 2 volumes. Now it's all compressed into 1, and of course this is a reprint, and I was very lucky to get a hold of this one. It's very difficult to get a hold of all of these omnibus and otherwise deluxe hardcovers that is being released right now within these times of low stocks and everything. And sad to say that the FOMO has really affected me, even though that I'm trying to step back and really think about what I want to pick up, but this was always on the list. Now I'm defending myself, and yeah, I can't wait to reread this one. I have the Grant Morrison new X-Men omnibus since years back, and I know that plays out before this one, so I'm gonna have myself a little mini X-Men marathon, going from New X-Men to Astonishing X-Men, and then jump straight into House of X, Power of X, and hope that I'll understand something. That's the plan. Last but not least, for the English published books, this is a big one, and the big one is Black Science Volume 3. A Brief Moment of Clarity. And Rick Remender, I think I've read half of his works, or probably not, but I bought a lot of Rick Remender's books over the last 4 years, I would say. All of them in these humongous sized, they call this a deluxe edition, I believe, but they are really library sized editions. Or I think it's premiere edition. But yeah, this is the last volume, so it's a 3-volume collected for the whole series. I think the same thing will go for Deadly Class. And I don't know many more series that he's writing right now. But Deadly Class, next to this one, I think I like Black Science more actually. It's a solid sci-fi, and I think I'm more for sci-fi than Murder School. Or, yeah. We'll see. I'm gonna reread Deadly Class as well someday. Soon. And I'm really excited to finally get to read Black Science all the way from the beginning till the end now. Wait! There's more! Okay, I actually have more things to show you. As you know, Kickstarter, that's the new thing when it comes to great new releases and nice hardcovers and deluxe sizes and many other great stuff that you can get with it. And one Swedish one, comic book series called Herman Hedning, a comic book that I've followed ever since I was a little kid. And I bought all of the single issues, tracked them down on eBay, or Tradera actually, but that's kind of the Swedish eBay site. And I have all of the issues that the guy has ever released, and now he is having these Kickstarters, making a collection of 3 years within each and every hardcover, and now we're in the 5th volume, which also came with this slipcase of the Herman Hedning comic book series. The Totalitarium, oh my god, how do you even pronounce that in English? As you can see, this is about to collect all the issues from 1988 till 2088. And yeah, I don't know how much hubris that guy has, but how long he will go on with this. But yeah, here's the latest volume, and actually I got it signed as well. Each and every volume is signed, and yeah, these are some of the nicest bound books you can actually get right now, I believe. He goes all out with each and every one of these collections. It's supposed to look like a dinosaur skin on the front and back of the book. It's really nice. And he sends with us all of these stickers and everything and posters. This Kickstarter actually was really delayed with about 6 months. So we got a certificate of exquisite early birdness and extreme patience for waiting for this edition actually. So that's my certificate for that. And you also get some posters, and I can't show you that because there's some slight nudity on that. You have this one, this one. Hopefully we'll have this kind of weather soon. And a bunch of stickers. And some coasters actually, I need to show you these. Here we have this one. Belgian bastard. This guy makes his own beer and everything, so that's why we have some coasters. And here's for you, America. Here we have a blonde bastard. Yeah. Okay, but if you have stayed with me for this long, might I ask you, can I show you the Blu-rays that I picked up just yesterday before recording this? Great. There's one anime series out there that I completely love and adore, and I think it's gonna end up being the greatest modern anime out there. And if you haven't noticed the key and everything, you might know that the series that I'm talking about is Attack on Titan. And this is part 1 and 2 of season 3, the latest season out there on Blu-ray. And this fall we're gonna get season 4. Hopefully there's not gonna be any more delays for that, depending on how it is out right now out there in the world. But fingers crossed that it's gonna go out smoothly on the set date. And yeah, I just had to have this so that I could rewatch the series from the beginning, getting ready for the new episodes this fall. And then last but not least, not that I think that any of you are still watching these series, maybe Maddie from the Near Mint Condition. I know that she watches the DC Legends of Tomorrow. This is season 4. And I also picked up Supergirl season 4. And both of these seasons have material that I haven't watched because from a year ago, or 2 actually, I stopped watching these week per week when the episodes came out because I just needed to get my time together and decided to just wait for these to be released. And they took their sweet time. But now we're here and we're all having new season 5s at the moment, so looking forward for that. And with that, I thank you so much for watching. Hope you liked it, hope you enjoyed, and there's gonna be more videos about this. I still want to make my new collection philosophy kind of video on how I try to make a better collection, as you can see back here. And it's not about getting all of the latest books. No FOMO here, I promise you. After showing you all of these books, I promise you no FOMO. That's great. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you in another video. Bye bye.